Okay, welcome all of you in the class of short-run equilibrium output. That is our last session, and today we are going to start with investment multiplier. Investment multiplier, that is symbolized with the letter K. Now, if we talk about investment multiplier, it basically expresses the relationship between change in income over change in investment. In simple, we can say this is K equals to delta Y upon delta I. It tells us with how much time the income of an economy will increase by a certain increase in the investment in an economy. It means if, for example, rupees 10,000 have been invested in an economy, and if we say would results in rupees 50,000 as income, it means we can say K will be equal to change in income, that is 50,000 rupees have been increased from the change in investment that was rupees 10,000 as we have introduced in the economy. It will result the multiplier with the value K, that is 5. It means 5 times the level of income will be increased by an investment of rupees 10,000 in an economy. Now, if we say this is the investment multiplier, the investment multiplier can also be expressed from the consumption and saving point of view. How? We can also say that investment multiplier can be obtained by the reciprocal of 1 minus NPC, or we can say it can also be obtained by 1 upon NPS, or reciprocal of marginal propensity to save. Now, how we have derived this formula, we can say if we just elaborate this formula, what will be obtained? That is delta C upon delta Y. Okay? So if we elaborate more of it, we can say delta Y minus delta C equal upon delta Y. Now, if we say delta Y minus delta S, it will give you, delta Y minus delta C will give you delta S upon delta Y. Okay? Now, it means it gives us the formula of 1 upon NPS. If we further reciprocal it, we will be obtaining as delta Y upon delta S. Since in an equilibrium, delta S equals to delta Y and saving equals to income, so we can also say delta Y upon delta I will be the formula for investment multiplier. So, in conclusion, we can say there are 3 formulas of investment multiplier. One is K equals to delta Y upon delta I. Again, we say K equals to 1 upon 1 minus NPC, or we can say K equals to 1 upon NPS. Okay? So we can easily say that the investment multiplier gives us the multiplying effect of a change in income due to a certain change in investment, and a multiplier can also be obtained by the fact if there is a change in consumption pattern of an economy or a saving pattern of an economy, it will give a multiplying effect to the multiplier as well as national income. So we can get one conclusion that the higher the consumption in an economy, higher will be the multiplier and more will be the national income. In contrary to it, if there is higher amount of savings, it will lead to lesser amount of multiplier and it will lead to lesser amount of national income. We can prove with the help of a question or example. Say if MPC is 0.8 and 0.4, okay? 0.8 from 1 basically is high, 0.4 from 1 basically low. So if you obtain the value of k, that is 1 upon 1 minus 0.8, it will give you 0.2, that is 5. It means we can say multiplier is 5, it will lead to 5 times the increase in national income. Again, if we say we have k equals to 1 upon 1 minus MPC, that is 1 upon 1 minus 0.4 is 1 upon 0.6, or we say that is 10 upon 6 means 5 upon 3 or 1.67. See the difference, that lower the consumption, lower will be multiplier, higher the consumption, higher will be multiplier. Fine. In contrary to it, if we put the same value over here, lower the savings, since 1 minus MPC is MPS, lower the same will give you higher level of multiplier, and if we say higher the value of savings, lower will be multiplier. So this is the basic concept of multiplier, and there are several numerical questions that are based on investment multiplier that we need to solve it. Many times in CBSE board, this concept has come for 4 marks question, for 6 marks question, practical question have been tried many times in board. Now we need to seriously focus on these questions also, that how can we able to solve these, right? So next session will be entirely based upon the numericals, and then we will rest this chapter, right? Thank you so much students for being here, and this is a small concept but it is really relevant and important.